In this video, I want to talk to you about how to communicate directly, human to human, in your Facebook ads, in your Instagram ads, in your email copy, in all of the content that you put out into the marketplace. My name is Tracy Reuter, and I am the CEO and founder of Divine Social. We're a Facebook and Instagram ad agency, and we believe that great businesses should never struggle with their social ads. I'm also a contributing author to this book here, The Ultimate Guide to Facebook Advertising, 3 chapters in there. So let's talk about how do you address the people you're talking to. So the other day, I was reading an email from somebody that I really respect. I've unsubscribed to a lot of emails, and really you should as well, just because there's a lot of information coming at us. But there's still some that I think are really valuable. This is one of them. And as I was reading it, something really struck me. It wasn't hitting me like it normally did. And the reason it is because the person was addressing his entire email list as a whole, as if he was standing on the stage and talking to 100 people or 1,000 people or 10,000 people. He wasn't talking directly to me. So, why is this important when it comes to your Facebook ads or your Instagram advertising? Well, you have to remember that every single prospect, every single potential client, every single person who consumes your content is a human being, and they are consuming it alone. Right now, you're probably watching this by yourself, and it's just you and me talking, right? I'm talking, you're listening. If I were to start to address and say all of you, you suddenly no longer can relate to exactly what I'm saying. You don't feel like I'm speaking directly to you. You might think, oh, well, that doesn't apply to me, that applies to somebody else. And you miss the mark, you miss hitting the heart of your potential prospect or the mind or whatever it is that you're trying to hit. So it's super, super important that as you're creating your social ad copy, as you're creating your videos, as you're creating your blog content, whatever it is, your sales pages, you want to remind yourself that you're speaking to one person, okay? This might seem like common sense, but you would not believe how often I see this. So one of the things that is very helpful is to really be clear on who it is that you're talking to. Who is your avatar? If you can, go so far as to give them a name. Give them a persona, and so when you're sitting down to create content or you're turning the camera on like this, you think of the one person that you're talking to. And you'll never fall into the trap of starting to talk to a group of people. When you talk to a group of people, people will always disengage. They don't take it personally, they don't see themselves in it, and it can absolutely crush your response. I have to tell you, this particular email, I stopped reading it. Once I realized what it was, I was like, gosh, they're not talking to me anymore. And so I disengaged, I stopped reading it, I deleted it. Now I haven't gotten out of their list because they still put out really, really good content, and everybody makes mistakes. But I want to help you prevent that kind of mistake in the future. So I want to make sure that you take the time to start auditing all of the content that you're putting out into the marketplace. Make sure that in it you're speaking to a person, even if you're B2B, okay? If you're in a business-to-business sales position, you're in a business-to-business marketing position, your business serves other businesses, you still want to talk to a person, right? Because if you're the business owner and you sell to business owners, the business owner is a human being, right? It seems like such common sense, but common sense would be, we wouldn't have to call it common sense, right? If it was actually common. So if I'm talking to you, CEO to CEO, founder to founder, I'm not talking to your company, I'm talking to you, right? So when you're talking to me, you're not talking to my company, you're talking to me. You're talking to the viewer, the reader, the listener, one person. The same thing happens even in podcasts where they speak to the general audience, when the truth is it's one person listening at a time. So always make sure that you know exactly who it is, that when you sit down to write your ad copy, to write your Instagram ad copy, or your Instagram post, or your Facebook ad copy, or your Facebook post, or your LinkedIn post, whatever it is, your blog, your video, know exactly who it is that you're speaking to. Get very, very clear on that, and always talk to one person. Remember, whether you're B2B, B2C, we are all H to H. Human to human marketing is where it's at. It's super, super important. And if you focus on that, if you focus on building the relationship with that one person at a time, your business will skyrocket. Your ad success will go through the roof. Absolutely. So I want to make sure you take that away today. Now, if you want more help with your Facebook ads or your copy or your strategy, we've got a great free resource. The link should be below this video somewhere, or it should be easy for you to find. It's our 3 pillars to successful social ads. It's the secret sauce, if you will, of what we do with all of our clients that we've run over, gosh, we're close to $5 million in ads that we've run. And this process works time and time again. So head to the link, divinesocial.com/3 pillars, grab that resource, and by all means, please leave a comment below if you have a question or a thought about this. We'd love to get your feedback. And especially if you have got questions, we could answer that in an upcoming video. So my name is Tracy Royer, Divine Social. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you follow and see the next video. We will see you next week.